Yes, everyone, what's going on? Welcome back to the show. We're going to do a little bit of transfer talk today. I'm having a run because guess what? It's 5 o'clock somewhere. It's actually only 4:30 anyway. So the main talking point, as you can see, Al Nassr are supposedly ready to submit a bid of around about 40 million to United for Casemiro. Now, I am taking that all day. I'm shocked that we'd be able to get such a fee for him, to be honest with you. But if we can get 40 million for Casemiro, that's significant because it means that United can go and invest in a decent player over the summer. 40 million plus his wages is really, really significant. And unfortunately, it's from an article in Caught Offside, which honestly, it doesn't fill me with confidence in the slightest, but... And it's obviously, it's also one of those articles that's very easy to write, and no one's going to sit there and go, no, he's not. It's not like the Neymar to United in the Sun ones, is it? So if that's on the table, yeah, I'm going to say, do you know what? I wish it worked out. It didn't work out. Shake my hand. Best of luck. Go and enjoy the sun. If we can get 40 million, I'll be absolutely delighted. But, let's see if we can actually get 40 million. According to the formerly great local newspaper, now disreputable online blog, the Manchester Evening News, United are still aiming to sell Jadon Sancho and Mason Greenwood this summer in what could be a significant boost to financial fair play. And they're reckoning that we might get between 70 and 80 million for the pair. If they do leave on permanent deals. However, club chiefs admit that fresh loan deals might have to be considered. Why are United the only ones that get bent over like this with loan deals for players that are obviously good footballers, that obviously don't want to be at Manchester United for whatever reason, various reasons? Pay the money for them. No other club. Is it the circumstance that we find ourselves in with those? Like, it's just an absolute piss take in at the moment. But if you can raise over 100 million for Sancho, for Greenwood, and for Casemiro, I think you're off and running, especially if we can get some of that money back in sales of other players and stuff. So I'm quite happy if that's how it goes down. We got the dad of Caesar in the comments there with a super chat. It says, Steve, say something nice to cheer me up as this season has been depressing. Tell me everything's going to be okay. Thanks for the content. Listen, City are up in court soon. Liverpool have lost their gaffer. Arsenal won't keep it going forever. They're going to turn on their gaffer before sooner or later, especially if they don't win the league this season. I'm off to the premiere of 99 tonight. I'm going to try and have see if I can do a man-marking job on David Beckham, see how close I can get to him before security throw me out. It's all good, man. But they're also saying Dortmund are keen to bring in Sancho permanently, and he's obviously ready to end his United career and re-sign for them. Formal discussions are likely to take place as soon as the season ends. Record in Portugal are saying that United have identified Benfica's João Neves as their priority midfield target, with Casemiro set to leave the club in the summer. As of now, United have not made an official offer for Neves, but they will do soon. That, from the Record Portugal, is them using telepathy to find out what's going on in transfers. And I'm going to be honest, I can't believe no one's thought of that sooner. What rum am I on tonight? I am on Diplomatico. It is my favouriteest rum. Do you know what? Should we do you an office tour? I don't think the microphone will work if I do it, but I can put you on my phone. Check this. Right, so using the powers of technology, I can go and show you what's going on in the other room if you want, but the audio will have to stay on here. Let's go video capture device, add source. Add a new source. Add it. Right. Steven's iPhone. There we go. So you can see what I can see. So I have to turn it around like that to see me. Hi. Right. I'm going to full screen you. I'm going to show you what's going on next door. Does that work for you lot? Let's go and show you what's going on elsewhere in the office. If you've all seen my new wall, my own stuff on that. Chat to the people. Hello. And we're back, baby. So I think the audio only works through this. I don't think it works through there, but that's what I'm on. I'm on Diplomatico. So yeah, that was what I'm on. Hey, how about that? A little bit of interactive. Bosh, I'm back. Anyway, how cool is that, by the way? We can do that with phones that are on the same network or something, but the audio, I haven't figured out how you do that yet. Carl says we've got to stop spending 100 million on players. I tend to agree with that, to be honest, and I think João Neves might be in that sort of ballpark, but if you can get him for a relatively decent fee, I'd be pretty happy with that one, to be honest. Ross says, the power of techno. Alex says, oh no, it's a creator petting zoo. Am I going to the 99 movies premiere tonight? Yeah, I am. Let me show you. So, just about get this right, I reckon. Get used to it in the end. You can see my suit just hanging up on there, just getting ready to go. Get ready. No, it's still on. There we go. Now it's on. Nope, wrong one. Oh. Get her in the end. Abraham says we need more. Oh, do you know what makes me laugh as well, by the way? Obviously, some of you have seen what it looks like in here. Quite a few of you have actually been up here as well. But the amount of people who go, is that your bedroom that we do this from? We're in the city centre. No, it's an office. We got, yeah, no, it's not. How much can we realistically get for Rashford at this moment? I'm not sure, you know. I would think 70 mil. Sam says, all you have to do is select the phone for audio source. I could do it. If I set it up beforehand, I could do it. But I wouldn't want to have both of them going off while I'm sitting here like this. It'd be a bit of a pain in the ass to switch around and fix it and all this lot. Donald says, are these big pre-seasons just setting out for injury-plagued seasons? I could buy that, mate, yeah, to be honest with you. I could definitely see that as being the case. Ronan says, didn't realise the offices were so open. Italian and Spanish teams can't afford Mason. That might be true, to be honest. Sijo says, Ronaldo looked depressed. That's his face. That's how it looks. Harry says, love your content. Fair play. Keep it up. Just subscribe to the IRL. Yeah, so that scene there with all of the other stuff on the side is where we do the IRL stuff if we do it inside, but obviously most of the IRL channel is based outdoors, so we do a lot of it outdoors. JT says, might already be in the works, but after the post the other day, would love a 5 players we should sign from South America. We could do that, I reckon. We could definitely do that one. Giles says, any thoughts on the sales sports director? Oh, don't know, actually. What's the chance of signing Elise then? I think there's positives and negatives to signing Premier League players. One is that you know that they're going to work in the league, and two, the negative side being the price that you're going to have to pay to get someone from a Premier League side is probably twice what they would cost if they played in a different league in Europe. Scott says, yes, Steve, I agree. I know we're shit as for our own standards, but we are still a team that finishes in and around top 6 of the Premier League. There should still be real offers, not loans. Yeah, I agree. Richard says, worried Maguire and McTominay will stay, potentially 2 players who we can actually make money on. Yeah, I would agree on that one as well. Connor says, do I see Maino as a 6 or an 8? The more I see him, the more I think he's an 8. Alex says, do we want Sancho winning the Champions League to increase his value, or are we being petty? I'd never thought about that, actually. I imagine Dortmund would have more money if they won it. Adam says, any United players past or present that could have made it in rugby league? I reckon Stam. Well, Giggs could have, because his dad played rugby league, so he could have been a winger in rugby league. You know, yes, he's very slight, but the whole idea is not to get tackled, and I think he could have done that. Kurt says, I'd happily have a local pre-season, then do a big international one every few years. Well, if you vote for me, and a vote for Steve is a vote for change. If you voted for me as in the vote that doesn't exist, if you voted for me in the imaginary vote that I made up in my head 5 seconds ago, to be in charge of some shit at United, and that would be what my official title is. Steve. Don't need my full name, because everyone knows who I am. Steve. Manager of some shit. That'd be on the business cards. If you vote for Steve to be manager of some shit at United, that gets a say in some shit, that decides the sort of shit that we do, I will do and this is my promise, and my promise is my word. I will do local pre-seasons when there is an international tournament on. So, for example, this year, Euros, we do a local pre-season. We're at La Carrington, and we'll play our matches at Old Trafford. You might have heard of it. It used to be a really good football stadium in the sort of southwest Manchester area. When there's no international tournament on that summer, we will go and make big bucks. And we will go in America, Australia, Thailand, China, the far everywhere we will go. So, local for when there's an international tournament on, such as this season, and we make everybody come here. And what I would also add is I really like Juventus's idea of having a residential couple of weeks to really sort everything out. Yeah. Do I reckon I could get a tune out of these players? Well, that's like me saying, am I better than Ten Hag? And obviously not. So obviously not. Will I be at the match on Sunday? Yes. I don't know what I've done to deserve that, but yes. Gary says the last couple of team shit shows ruined Mainoo's chances of the England squad. Personally, don't want him to go. Don't really give a fuck if he goes anyway, because I don't think Gareth Southgate starts him. So just might as well let him stay at home and chill. Michael says, I don't get a chance to watch the Bundesliga. Is that petulant child doing a madness at Dortmund then? No, he's not doing a madness. He's had a couple of good games, but those couple of good games or all right showings have sort of coincided with the ones being on TV in the Champions League semi-finals, and that's obviously made everyone think he's actually an absolute madness. Thoughts on the Wharton versus Mainoo article? Well, it was a load of old arse, wasn't it? Because it was saying that Wharton is everything that Mainoo is not. He's composed, he's this, he's that, and the other. Half of the article was just chatting shit about whether Wharton was born at United, like if he'd have been at United a year before and he made his debut. No, because there's been how many midfielders that have gone on and played in the Premier League that have came through United's academy that didn't get a fucking opportunity. It's just fucking pure nonsense. Pure nonsense. Absolute nonsense. Ashworth loading. What's my thoughts? Let's see what happens. Steve says, fancy playing some village teams in Croatia. Could arrange something like that for Paddock. I would absolutely love to, but whoever is going to bring us out would have to pay for us to do that, because the club doesn't have any sort of funds extra. Like, everything the club makes is to keep the club operating. There's no money for us to do anything like that. When we went to Ireland last year, the players themselves paid for that. That was it. I can't remember what the club put towards it, but it was essentially fucking nothing. The players themselves paid for each other to go and do that. So if someone wants us to go and do that, I would absolutely love us to go and play elsewhere, but it would require someone to help fund that to happen. Is Joel going Old Trafford on Sunday? Probably. Who would have Sir Jim sack? Who would I have if Sir Jim sacks Ten Hag? I don't know. I'm not sure on Tuchel. I think he's all right, but I'm not sure on him. Right, I've got another one to talk about here, which is from Alex Crook, which says Manchester United have put Victor Lindelof up for sale. That might mean Maguire stays. I'm not sure how I feel about that, to be honest with you. Lucky Singh says Real Madrid's best team in the world. I'll tell you what. How do they do it year in, year out in the Champions League? It's spooky, isn't it? It really is. It's absolutely spooky. His head's gone back this week. Yes, that's been done. And he's being edited. You might have even seen it being edited when we went in there before, because it's just in the corner over there. Martinez and Rashford are back in first team training. But are they fit? Because that's a whole different ball game, isn't it? Alex says, if we're worried about egos and dressing rooms, then why is Mr. Tickle an option? I think he's had a rough deal on some sides. I'm not sure on him, but I think you got to look at where he's been. Donald says, all MUFC staff ordered back into the office. Good decision. Yeah, I'm not sure working from home is, people tell you it's productive and this, that, and the other, but You know, I think there's a lot of things that need to be done face to face. I prefer doing things face to face if I can help it. I fucking hate Zoom calls. That might be because of my hearing, but you know, I hate Zoom calls. Sajan says, don't mind Maguire staying, just can't be first choice. You have to change up the whole way you play when he comes in. Daniel Berry says, stay far away from Tuchel. G-Dub says, I hope your missus is fit if she wants to do the fan dance. We will find out. We will absolutely find out, because that was fucking brutal. If you don't know what I'm on about, yesterday on Howson IRL, I uploaded a video where I take on the fan dance, which is one of the selection matches on SAS selection. And if you want to see how fucking brutally hard that is, then head over to Howson IRL and go and check that out. Anywho, I'm going to wrap it up from there. Go and check out what's going on over on Howson IRL. Cavanelli says, Diplomatico's really nice, and Zacapa is my fave. I do have some Zacapas. And that's one of those in it. Gareth says, look it, if you don't get thrown out for stalking Bex, you've done it wrong. Have a good one. There we go. So yeah, if you see me getting arrested tonight, you know why. They'll see you tomorrow when they let me out. Right, I'm out of here. Take it easy. Let us know your thoughts on all of that lot in the chat. Go check out me getting thrashed up and down Penny Fan on House and IRL, and I'll catch you in the next one. Laters. Hey, thank you for watching the video. If you are new around these parts, then don't forget to subscribe. My channel is proudly supported by my community on Patreon. If you'd like to get a little bit of extra content, a Discord group, meetups, five-a-side games, weekly podcasts, behind the scenes, and even an occasional bit of transfer news as and when I get it, then for the price of a pint, you can show your appreciation for the content that we make and get some goodies for doing so as well. Check the link in the description or click the button right here. You'll also find all of my socials here too if you want to follow me on